Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new video on the channel, and I hope you guys do enjoy. If you want to see more, then smash that subscribe button. If you're on the channel, also drop a like on the video if you enjoy my content as well. And yeah, this is going to be my Euros 2024 predictions. So let's get straight into the video and let's see who I predict to win the Euros this year. Let's get into it. Come on. Right then, so obviously on your screen you can see that I have got the official UEFA group stuff on the screen as well. I'm doing this from my laptop as well. But we are going to go through predicting the group stages, then obviously the third place, which you'll find out later on, then the knockouts, all the way till the final, all in this video. So make sure you do watch to the end to see who my Euro 2024 winner is. So let's start off with Group A. Now, I think personally Group A could be considered a little bit of a group of death, a little bit, with the likes of Germany. Obviously, their home turf. You've got Scotland in there, you've got Hungary, and you've got Switzerland. Four very, very good teams in that group. But obviously, I think that on the back of a lot of other things, I think Germany probably will get first, but I don't know. It could be one where you see some upsets. I know I've said this countless times on Saturday Sport, on Spark, that there could be a world that Germany don't even qualify first or qualify at all, but it is one where you've got to kind of look at this and look at the kind of points you've got to kind of look at as well. So in first for Group A, I'm going to go Germany in first. I think Germany have got probably the best squad they possibly can. You've got the likes of Musiala, you've got the likes of I should probably have the squads in front of us somewhere, but you've got the likes of Musiala, you've got Toni Kroos, who is coming to the end but still probably wanting to do well, just coming off the back of the UEFA Champions League as well. You've got loads of other ones. You've got Kai Havertz, who's just come off for a really good season from Arsenal. I hate to admit it, but he has. And other things like that you've just got to consider as well. So I'm going to put Germany in first in Group A. My second is going to be Hungary. I think Hungary will actually get through. And I don't know why, but I do think that Hungary probably will cause a bit of an upset in that group. I think they'll easily beat Switzerland. I think they should beat Scotland quite comfortably as well. I think the only team they've got really is Germany to really contend with. And I just think on the day, I think Germany will be better than Hungary. I just think that's probably what's going to happen for that. So I think probably it'll be Germany, Hungary getting through. And I think I want to put Scotland third, but I'm going to say Switzerland in third, Scotland in fourth. I just think that Switzerland have a little bit more about them, and I think that Scotland, yes, okay, they're alright. They've got the likes of, I think Robertson's there, John McGinn, who's just come off an amazing season with Aston Villa. I just think Switzerland are just a little tiny bit better, and on the day probably might nick a better result against Scotland. And quite frankly, I don't really see Scotland beating the likes of Germany or Hungary in that group. So, yeah, that's my Group A. Now we move on to Group B. Now, Group B is one that could be one where we see a lot of things happen, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so, Group B, I think a lot could happen. You've got the likes of Spain, Croatia, Italy, and Albania. I think I'm just going to get it out of the way first, if I can. I'm going to put Albania all the way down. Oh, can I not? Yeah, I can. I'm going to put Albania all the way down and fourth. I just don't think they are good enough to get anything from this group. And quite frankly, I think they'll finish rock bottom with about maybe a point. If that, I could probably see Albania going the likes of probably 0 points. I think that's the level that Albania have got. So out the way, fourth, Albania. Now The other three is where things get interesting, because there is a world where I see all three of them going to the knockouts, but in which order they go is different. Now, you've got the reigning champions Italy, who obviously beat England last time out. You've got Croatia, who always surprisingly do well in these kind of formats. And then you've got Spain, who... This could be a redemption arc, I feel like, for Spain. Obviously, they've really kind of... In the past, they've been amazing, but will they do well this year? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go Spain first. They're gonna top Group B this year. And then I'm gonna go Italy second and Croatia in third. I don't think Italy will get top. I just don't think they do. We should have easily beat them last Euros to win. And I think that was more our downfall than Italy's good team in that one. So I think that in this year, I don't think that Italy will have that edge, and I don't think they've struggled. They didn't qualify for Nations League, I think, or the World Cup. I think it was the World Cup. They didn't qualify for the World Cup, and I think that it will be one where you might see Spain just edging it over Italy. And I think Croatia, probably, they have a really good shout. But I just think Italy will do a little bit more on that. So, yeah. Now we move on to Group C. Now, this is England's group. And I think I'm just going to get out of the way now. England are going to top their group this year. They really, really should do that. And if not, then it's really, really worrying if we didn't. I watched us against Bosnia and Iceland. I think you can't really base a lot off friendlies. You can't really set a tone, but you kind of want to do well. And I don't think England kind of really showed their true quality against Iceland. I think I've seen a lot of things on social media. I've seen a lot of people say that we should be worried. Who should start? Personally, yes, okay, I was worried when watching and after the Iceland game, but now that I've had a bit of time to think about it and a little bit of kind of know-how, I think that England could be a real shock, and I think it could be something where where am I trying to go with this? I think England could really do well in this tournament if Southgate can get the right personnel right. So I'm going to put England on top. I think that's probably the safest bet. Then we go Denmark in second. It's Denmark. They're always quoted dark horse of the tournament. I don't think they are going to be this year. I think a lot of people know how good Denmark are. I think that the likes of Eriksen, you've now got some other players in that squad that kind of will build on last year's Euros. They did well last time out. So we'll just have to see. I think I'll go with... I mean, it doesn't really matter, to be fair, but I'm going to go with Slovenia third, and I'm going to go Serbia fourth. I think that's probably the most likely. I mean, Slovenia and Serbia could probably switch, but I think that is probably the most likely to happen this year for Group C. So my Group C is England and Denmark going through. Right then, Group D. And I think this one is pretty much self-explanatory. I'm just going to get out of the way now. France will top the group in Group D. I think you've got the likes of Kylian Mbappe. I think it's just done. I don't think that France will have any problems in the group stage whatsoever. I think they'll probably actually go 9 points from 9 in this one. The only team I can think will probably cause them a bit of problems is Netherlands, because Netherlands are one of those teams where you've always got to look at Netherlands as maybe an underdog, but also dark horse as well. They always seem to do quite well. They did well in the World Cup, and I believe the following Euros as well. So I think you've always got to look at Netherlands as a little bit of a threat, and that's why Netherlands are going to be second this Euros, and I think that is going to be the top two for Group D without a shadow of a doubt. France and Netherlands, then it's going to be Poland, and then Austria. I just don't think that that's going to be a very difficult group to predict. I think a lot of people have pretty much went the same as me there with France, Netherlands, Poland and Austria in fourth. I just think that it just screams that, and I think that we probably won't have a lot of upsets in that group, I don't think, because the likes of France and Netherlands not getting out of that group is very highly unlikely. So that is my Group D. We now get into Group E, and I think that once again this is pretty much self-explanatory. I think with Belgium topping that group, obviously still in my opinion, coming towards the end, I think a lot of people will be thinking the same of that golden Belgium generation with the likes of Lukaku, Hazard, De Bruyne, stuff like that. I know Hazard's not in there anymore, but that golden era where they almost pretty much won, I think, the Euros or the World Cup one of the years. And I think they're going to get out of the group, but I just don't think they'll get far, and we'll check that out later in the video. But I think Belgium will top the group. I think that Slovakia will get second. I think Ukraine fourth. I think Romania Ukraine third. Sorry, and I think Romania fourth. I just don't see that group being difficult for Belgium. I think Belgium's got away with that one. I think they could have had a lot more difficult groups, and I think Slovakia, in a way, probably will just get through. I'm not saying they'll comfortably get through. I'm saying they'll just, because the likes of Ukraine probably could cause them a bit of an issue. But yeah, I think Romania once again is the same as Albania, where they might just get a point or two, but I don't see them getting that many points in that group, and I think they will finish bottom. Now we go into Group F, and the final group of Euros 2024. Now once again, I feel that this is going to be self-explanatory. It's going to be Portugal. I think it's going to be Turkey as the top two. I know I said on if you do listen to Spark, if you do listen to Saturday Sport with me on Spark, then you would have known I put Georgia in second. But quite frankly, that was just a little bit of a shot in the dark. But my personal thing, without me, I think it will be Turkey. I think it'll be Portugal, Turkey, in just going through. I think it's very just self-explanatory. I think they're the just best two teams out there, and I think I'm gonna go Czechia in third and then Georgia in fourth. I know I said they'll probably qualify, but when you look at Georgia's team, you only think of I can't pronounce his name. I'm not even gonna try, but you know who I mean. That long name. I'll put it on the screen up here, but yeah, you just think of him, and you just can't think of anyone else other than him in that Georgia side, who's probably going to cause a little bit of problems. So that's why they're in fourth. Turkey and Portugal, obviously it's Ronaldo in Portugal, and Portugal's side is absolutely stacked. So yeah, I can see Portugal doing quite well. They'll probably comfortably get out of the groups, but yeah, that's going to be my Group F for that one. Portugal and Turkey getting out of the group. Now we move on to the third place teams. Now the top four of the third place teams go into the knockouts. So you've got in the third place, you've got Switzerland, Croatia, Slovenia, Poland, Ukraine and Czechia. Which of them do I think will get out of that? And I think Croatia will definitely get out. I think they'll probably get the most points. I think Switzerland will probably get through as well. Then it's down to who do I think will get out? Slovenia, Poland, Ukraine or Czechia. I think that probably on points wise, when you look at the tables, you might look at Slovenia. They'll probably beat Serbia. They probably could cause Denmark a bit of an issue as well. You look at, Poland, will they do anything in that one? They probably should beat Austria. I'm going to go with Slovenia, and I'm going to go with Poland. I think they're the four that I'm going to go for. I think Croatia, without a shadow of a doubt, probably should get through. through there. Same with Switzerland. I think Slovenia with the group they're in should get through. I think Poland with the group they're in should get through as well, pardon me. So yeah, let's move on to the knockouts. Right then, here we go for the knockouts now. Now, knockouts is where a lot of underdogs potentially could really cause a bit of an issue. So the first one is going to be Spain and Switzerland. Now, do I think Switzerland's going to cause a bit of an issue? Is the question. And against Spain, I just don't think they will. I think that on paper, I think that Spain should go through. They've got the better team. They've got the better strikers. They've got the better everything. So on paper, I'm going to go Spain to go through over Switzerland. Then Germany v Denmark. I think that once again it is a bit of a just easy kind of thing. I think that Germany should go through. Quite frankly, Denmark could cause a bit of an issue, especially how well Denmark can play at times, but I just think that Germany on home soil will just get the better edge than a lot of these teams on paper. So I'm going to go Germany in that one. Then we move to Portugal, Slovenia. Once again, I think this is very self-explanatory. I can't see an upset in this one either. I think Portugal, once again, with the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, they're taking Cancelo, Bruno, you've got Neves, all of these players on that team should really cause a lot of issues. And you've got the likes of Bernardo Silva as well. It's just self-explanatory. It will be Portugal in that one. Then we also move into Netherlands, Slovakia. Once again, I picked Netherlands to be one of the teams to watch. I just think that Netherlands this year could really cause a bit of an issue for teams. I think Netherlands should get through. And I think I'm going to predict Netherlands to go through as well. Now we move on to a bit more of a juicier one now. Belgium v Croatia. Now, in this one, I can see this going either way. And I think that on paper, it should be a draw. And I could see this one going to penalties in this one. I think that both teams don't really have enough for me to just outright win it. So I think this could go to extra time or penalties. If this was the case, obviously it's all on my kind of predictions. But I think on the back of that, I think Croatia should get the job done eventually. But there is something telling us to go Belgium just because of who they are and what they've achieved over the past few major tournaments. I think that could just edge them. I'm going to go Belgium. I'm going to go Belgium in this one. I think that Belgium probably will get through. They've really kind of done well over the last few. I think Croatia could nick it, but I'm just going to go Belgium there. France v Turkey, I don't think there's going to be a problem there. I think France will just absolutely obliterate Turkey. I think that France will really show how good they are, especially through this last stages now. I think France will probably show what they're really capable of. I think this could be a bloodbath in my kind of opinion. I think France could go out against Turkey in that one and just absolutely massacre them. Maybe like 5-0 or something like that. I think that could be the case. Now, England-Poland. I think that this one also could strike a bit of an opinion as well. I personally think that England should do well in this one. Like I said before, if Southgate can get his team right, and if Southgate can really get the best out of some of these players, England should do quite well. And I think in this case, once again, I'm going to go Poland. I think, I'm not going to go Poland. I'm going to go England against Poland. I think England probably should really do well, and I think if we keep to the spine of that team that picks itself, the likes of Kane, Bellingham, you've got Rice, you've got Trent's got to be in there, you've got Palmer now breaking in that, you've got Foden, you've got Eze. That attacking line is incredible. There's no way we don't score goals in this tournament. So hopefully, obviously, doing our nation proud, we can get quite far, and I'm going to predict England against Poland, with England going through. And now into the final knockout game against Hungary and Italy. Through my predictions, I think that, on a note, I think that Italy should beat Hungary, but do I really see that happening? Yeah, but no. I'm not confident that Italy could beat Hungary, but I'm gonna go Italy. I think Italy probably will just edge it over Hungary. Yeah, I think that Italy probably just could edge it over Hungary. There is something in my bones that want to go Hungary, and I think that could be the way, but I'm going to go Italy. I think Italy probably will be... I just think it'll be Italy to go through. I just do. I don't know why. I think that Hungary would be lucky to get out that group. I think that Italy should then proceed to beat Hungary in that one. Now into the quarter-finals. Now this is where this kind of stage goes absolutely mental. Now you've got 4 games there that you will look at that squad, that you would look at them 4 games and go, wow, this tournament is stacked. Now you've got Spain and Germany. On home soil, I think Germany probably should edge it. And I think I'm going to go Germany on this one. I just think they'll do enough in this one to beat Spain. I think that home German crowd will be the difference. Quite frankly, I just think they will be. And I think that on a whole, I think Germany probably should do that quite easily. Now, Portugal v Netherlands. Now, I said Netherlands will be the team to watch, and I still think that, quite frankly, but in this scenario where all these teams go through, I just think that Portugal will edge it with the team they've got, the quality they've got. I think Portugal could just nick it. I don't know about everyone else, but I think Portugal in this one could be a real dark horse, with maybe getting to that final, maybe again, and maybe even winning it to a certain extent. But I'm gonna back them. I'm gonna back Netherlands to do it. I think the Netherlands are going to beat Portugal in this one. I think Netherlands, on a whole, you look at the likes of the youngsters they took. They've got Mickey van der Ven. They've obviously got Virgil van Dijk, Nathan Ake. I know Depay's there. I think it'll be a very, very good game. I think that one, once again, could go to extra time or penalties in that one. But yeah, I think Netherlands, I'm going to back them. I've said they'll do well. I agree with that, and I stick with that. I think Netherlands will do quite well. So I think Netherlands in that one. Now, the final 2, you've got Belgium v France, and then England v Italy, the reverse of, well, the battle of last year's final. So, Belgium-France, I think it's only one question. It is going to be France to go through. I don't see a problem in that one with the likes of just their team. And I think the way France will do it, I think France will just absolutely show Belgium who a real team is and really kind of go for it as well. Especially coming off the World Cup final as well. Obviously losing to Argentina in that one. But I think France will be out for some revenge. I think they'll want to win this one and get some major silverware for their country. Now, here's where it gets interesting. We've got England v Italy, the second game, the final from last year, and something tells us that if this was the scenario, I think that I would back England to go through, just because we should have won that final, but Southgate decided to get that early goal and then just sit back. And I'm saying this now, if we then just kind of broke once again and scored for 2, we would have won it. We absolutely should have won that game. So in that case, I am going to predict England to beat Italy. I think that will be it, and I think it will be a case where England will hopefully learn from their mistakes against Italy. And quite frankly, I did say Italy probably might not get there, but I think Italy will just edge it in that group. But against England in that rerun of the Euros 2021 final, I think that it will be England to go through. Now we get on to the semi-finals of the Euros 2024. Germany v Netherlands, France v England. Now, do I go realistic or do I go where my heart lies? Now, Germany v Netherlands, I think, will be an absolute cracker of a game. Do I think both teams will get there in actual realism and realistic kind of circumstances? Probably. But probably not actually. But in this scenario, I'm going to go on the fact of what I think. I think that probably, once again, home advantage will do Germany the world of good. But on the other hand, I think Netherlands will have a really good tournament. But I think, on a whole, I think Netherlands' tournament will come to an end there. And I'm going to go with Germany to go through. Like I said, it's home advantage. They aren't going to do quite well. I say they aren't going to do quite well. They are going to do amazing with that home advantage. You saw how well England did. I think we only played one game out of the UK through the entire of Euros 2021. And we got to the final. And I think that will help Germany, especially now that the entire Euros is in Germany. It is going to be an absolute atmosphere, especially in the circumstances as well. I'm going to have to go Germany. I think Germany will get to the Euros 2024 final on home advantage. So that leaves France v England. Once again, a rerun of the World Cup where England v France and Harry Kane missed the 2 penalties. Now, on a whole that night, I thought that England were the better side and probably should have went through. But once again, it's France. You can't count France out. But I'm gonna say England. Fuck it. I'm gonna say England. England will beat France, and it'll set up an amazing final. But I think, realistically, once again it will be France. But I'm gonna go where my heart lies for this. I think England will just edge it. I think England will be going to a Euros final once again, back-to-back years. Now, that leaves the final of the Euros 2024, and it is going to be Germany v England. Now, this goes back, but in Euros 2021, we did face Germany in the knockouts and we beat them. Does that weigh into the decision, or will the home crowd get the kind of backing they should? I don't know. I really don't know here. England v Germany. No, I'm gonna back our boys. England are going to be Euros 2024 finalists. They are going to win it. They're going to get the final, and they are going to prove why we are the best country in Europe. And I just think that England, we've got the 3 best players in the 3 top leagues. We've got Harry Kane in Germany, Foden in England, and Jude Bellingham in Spain. I think England will do it. I think England should do it. I haven't been confident to this point, but I think that in that final there, I think England should just get it. If it goes to penalties, that'll be it. But I just think England should get through. And I think England, on a whole, should just do it. So yeah, I am going to lock in England to win the Euros 2024, and that's not a prediction, that is a spoiler. I think England will do it. I genuinely think England should do it. They should absolutely do it with the team they've got and with the players they've got and the calibre of players we've got as well. And I think England winning the Euros will be well on the way for Bellingham to win the Ballon d'Or. I think Harry Kane will have a really good tournament as well. And the likes of Foden, you've got Cole Palmer in there, you've got Trent, you've got Eze, you've got a lot of youngsters, you've got Adam Wharton, you've got Eze as a youngster, you've got, who else has Southgate took who's a bit of a young potential? You've got Konza. I know he's not that young, but young to the England setup. So you've got Gordon there as well. All of these players should show why they deserve to be picked. I think England will do it. So I think England will be your Euros 2024 final winner. Whatever. Yeah, winner. But yeah, I think England will win the Euros 2024. And I think that it will be England's year. Yeah, I'm confident. So, with that being further ado, England will be my 2024 Euros winners. And I think that it will be a very, very good tournament. I'm going to try and get this out before Friday. I know I normally upload Tuesday and Saturday, but I'm going to try and get this up maybe Wednesday or Thursday, just in time. But obviously you will have the Tuesday and Saturday videos as well. So this is just an average, just kind of getting that out there. And yeah, I think that it'll be a really good tournament. Yeah, I think it'll be a really, really good tournament. I think that it will be one where we see a lot of young potential coming through. Like, I don't want to really be biased, but I think Mickey van de Ven will have a really, really good tournament. I think, once again, I think Eze will have a really good tournament, like Cole Palmer and Jude Bellingham. I think Mbappe should have a really good tournament as well, with the confidence of going to Madrid next year. I think it's all to play for, but I think England will win. So that is going to be my Euros 2024 predictions. Let us know your predictions down in the comment section below. Who do you think will win? And if you've done yours, let us know who maybe I got wrong. And obviously, we will then do a reaction to my Euros 2024 predictions once the tournament has ended. But that will be quite a while away. And I will be back at home as well. So you've got to bear with me on that one, because that will be chaotic. So, yeah, that's all to come. And obviously, I hope that Euros 2024 is amazing, and I hope everyone does enjoy it. And if you are going to go to any like parks, or like, what's the word I'm looking for, like if you're going to go to any beer gardens or anything, or pubs or bars to watch the game, make sure you are staying safe and drinking responsibly, of course, and of course being super safe as well. And I hope everyone has a injury-free Euros, and I hope that everyone gets unscathed. But yeah, take care. Make sure you do drop a like, subscribe. We are still on the road to 350 subscribers, so do that now. Make sure you do subscribe right now. And yeah, take care and peace.